guys, Miss Paget here. Welcome to my kitchen. So today we're going to be making honey garlic salmon with a side of asparagus. The first thing we're going to do is start with our asparagus because I like my asparagus a little tender. So I want it to cook a little bit longer. To prepare asparagus, what you need to do is line the ends up, and you're going to want to cut off all of the white at the root. And then that part just gets tossed in the trash. Then I'm going to cut it one more time so it fits in my skillet well. Okay. In my skillet over medium heat, I'm going to add about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of olive oil. And what I'm doing here is just making sure that I coat my pan well. Then I'm going to add in my asparagus. While that's heating, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of honey to a mixing bowl. You want to make sure you have a small spatula on hand to make sure you get all that honey out. I need 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And then 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now I need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And for some reason my 1 tablespoon is missing. So I'm going to use 2 halves. And 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Now I'm going to whisk that all together. You want to make sure that that honey is really incorporated in. Scrape the bottom of your bowl, make sure there's no honey left there. Once it's all incorporated together, I'm just going to set it to the side for a minute. Now that my oil is hot, I'm going to add in my salmon. Now, you want to pat dry your salmon with some paper towels. That just helps get all the moisture off, and it helps it absorb our sauce better. Okay, you're going to add it to the pan, skin side up. Now that I've touched my salmon and put it in the pan, I'm going to change my gloves so that I don't get salmon juice in my salt and pepper. Now that I have clean gloves, I'm going to add some salt and pepper to my salmon. You're going to let it cook until it's a deep golden color. You want to make sure that it's cooked evenly, so it's going to take about 6 minutes. While that's cooking, I'm going to toss my asparagus. Now that my asparagus is tender, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic to my asparagus, which is equivalent to 4 cloves of garlic. I like a lot of garlic. Okay, once that has cooked for about a minute, you'll start smelling the garlic. Once that's cooked for about a minute, you can really smell the garlic. I'm going to add in some pimentos, and I'm going to add in half the jar, which would be about 2 ounces. And you just want to toss that really good, make sure it's nice and incorporated. Now it's time to turn our salmon. You want to gently turn it to the outside of the pan as to not splash it. As you can see, I have a really nice, good golden color on here. Now I'm going to add 3 cloves of garlic to my salmon, which is a tablespoon and a half of the minced garlic. You're going to let that garlic really get to a fragrant smell, which takes about a minute. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells fabulous. I'm smelling up the whole hall at school. Now I'm going to take my honey mixture. I'm going to whisk it a little bit more just to make sure it didn't settle. And I'm going to add it into my pan. While that warms up, I'm going to slice my lemon into rounds and add it into the pan as well. We're going to let this simmer for about 10 minutes until about a third of the sauce has reduced. It'll thicken up. As this is simmering, we're going to take and we're going to baste our salmon fillets, which just simply means we're going to take a spoon and take the sauce and pour it over the salmon fillets. Okay? And you're just going to let that cook until it reduces down. We've plated up our honey garlic salmon with asparagus, and our taste tester today is Miss Ryan. Yay! So she's going to get to pick her plate and go ahead and try one.
Get this way so I can be around you without a mask on.
Yes, I know.
That's really good.
The really
fish is cooked really well. You can taste the garlic without it being overpowering. The honey caramelized really well. Salmon's great.
And you notice she didn't say anything about those red pepper flakes, so it's not spicy. It's just enough to cut that sweetness of the honey.
Like you get a little bit of it on the back end, but
right.
Yeah, not spicy at all because I don't do spicy. Okay, I do flavor spicy, but not hot spicy. That is good. Not mushy. The pimento adds a nice acidity to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really good.
She's never had pimento in her asparagus before, so I was really excited about her trying it. All right, guys, we will see you next week. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Bye.